What is up, YouTube? We are actually here in our car chilling, about to go into Cardinals Sporting Goods because honestly, out of all the retail stores inside Lubbock, they probably have the biggest selections of what I'm looking for today. If there was certain things I was looking for in other, things, I'll go to some of the local, more disc golf shops, I would say, here in Lubbock. But yeah, we're gonna be starting like a little series, not really a series, it's just gonna be more of like me testing out new things. But I'm gonna go in there and get 4 discs from the same manufacturer. I'm not gonna tell y'all which disc because I still gotta go in there and look, but I really haven't thrown too many discs. I've typically stood with the exact same discs that I've always knew were good and stuff. We're gonna start trying to incorporate new discs, test new things out, see what goes in and out of the bag. And yeah, y'all probably just see more videos like this of me testing out new stuff and just me getting my bag fully completed on what I think I need or what I would like to put in the bag, or even stuff that I never even threw that could possibly go in the bag. I'm just gonna be going by company. So the first company we're gonna be going through is actually gonna be Discraft. So I'm gonna go in there and get 4 Discraft molds that I have never thrown. Maybe 1 putter inside like a baseline plastic, and then 3 other mid-range, fairway, and then distance drivers. And I honestly don't know what course I'm gonna play today, but we're gonna figure that out. So yeah, I'm gonna go in there, pick out 4 discs, and I'll see y'all whenever I get back into the car. Or I probably won't even show y'all what we got. I'll probably just see y'all at the course. So yeah, I'll catch you at the course whenever we do got those 4 discs. Alrighty, now we are on the course. We got our 4 discs, and we're gonna be playing Mackenzie Park short to longs. We're gonna do the traditional short to long course. We're not gonna be switching up or anything, but these are gonna be the 4 discs that we actually got. So we're gonna go from the slower speeds to the faster speeds. So we're gonna start it off with Anthony Barella's favorite putter, which is the Focus. It's a 2-2 -1-2, a little bit deeper in the hands compared to what I normally putt with, which is the P Model S's. Yeah, so kind of interested to see how that's gonna fly. Got it in 173 grams. Then the second one that we have is this Meteor, which, I mean, we got some crazy winds, so it's kind of interesting how this is gonna fly. But I was looking at it and I was wondering, I was like, I don't think I've ever thrown the Meteor. I've thrown the Comet, and I've also thrown all the Buzzes. Also I've thrown the Soul. So those are all the ones that they had inside the lineup right now. And also we got this Paul Macbeth Onyx, which I've been wanting to try for a little while, just never really got around to it. So kind of interesting to see how this flies. I've seen people throw this all around the courses and everything. Want to see how the stability is on it. And then the last but not least, which is a disc that I never really see a lot of people from Discraft talk about. I know it's Valerie Mandujano's Tour Series disc, I believe, but it is the Scorch. So I got it in ESP plastic. All these are max weight, and I believe the Scorch is where we're gonna be throwing off this first one. So I'm just gonna play it as it is flippy. I'm gonna just throw it high and on some hyzer, and if we get it to flip up and then go left, hopefully the glide can kick in. And yeah, if you are enjoying the videos, please leave a comment down below your favorite Discraft mode after the zone, and yeah, just leave that in the comment section. But we do got some nice wind today, probably 15 to 18 miles per hour out here. So let's just see if we can just start off on a heater, man. All right, that flipped up quite a bit, more than what I was expecting, but I also did throw that super nose up. All right, we're gonna be, hopefully we could get around the big old tree that's out there, because that was not anywhere where I wanted to do. I know I wanted to get it up, but throwing on that hyzer just kind of forced me up, and plus that was the first throw of the day. Okay, I also didn't know how much we were gonna use the Comet. I know the Onyx and the Scorch would be pretty useful out here, because playing the short to longs, there are quite a few par 4s. But yeah, I was just thinking, like, what holes can we throw the Scorch on? But on some of these par 4s where I do get off the fairways and I don't really throw the best shots, it's gonna be honestly a pretty good scramble disc. So we got a nice right to left wind. If I put this on some hyzer, I imagine it's just gonna stay on it the entire way. So yeah, good thing that this is a par 4, because if this is a par 3, this is not the greatest thing. If you throw it nose up like that, you're never gonna do nothing. Alrighty, well, we're gonna be laying up right there for our par, because there's a nice little drop off right there behind the basket. Alright, let's see if the spirit of AB kind of possess us right here. We got a long bid, nice little headwind. And I gotta ask myself, what would Anthony Barela do in this situation? Y'all let me know in the comments, is Anthony Barela Mexican? I know he's from Arizona, but that doesn't really tell you. But with a last name like Barela, I could assume that he is just Viva la Raza, you feel me? Alrighty, that'd be good right there. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, I got me a little cap too while I was over there at Cardinals Sporting Goods. I saw these hats the last time I went out there, and I was like, man, that'd be kind of dope to get, just to rep, you know, the Lubbock fam. Okay, well, you don't really want to start your day off like that, but I did kind of jinx ourselves by saying that it'll be an easy 4 to get. Alrighty, hole 2, don't know how far it is. I would not assume that it's too far past, you know, 250 or anything. I would say it's probably like right at 230 maybe, but we're gonna see how this Focus can actually fly. I never really seen too many people throw the Focus. I've only mainly seen people, you know, putt with them, but we're gonna see how it kind of flies. We got a nice little left to right wind. Y'all probably hear it all on the mic too. But we're just gonna start it off a little bit left and just see if we can just get it to kind of pan right. All right, more stable than I gave it credit for. No glide though. Yeah, that's honestly kind of surprising because the numbers are 2-2, -1-2. I thought we might just have like a nice little pop up, and then also with that putt on the last one, I did kind of see it like kind of flutter up, but that could have just been me, you know, wobbling it too much. For it to be that stable, hey, I'm kind of surprised why people don't. I'm kind of surprised more people don't throw the Focus rather than, you know, just putting with it. The thing about the Focus now that I know is that I actually got to putt it pretty hard. So what we're gonna start doing is just probably spinning it and popping it just a little bit more. I'm just so used to P Model S's and P Model S's that they don't have a crazy amount of glide, but they're also not just bricks whenever you know, putt them. Didn't really pan how I wanted it to. Honestly, still got a nice little tester, especially after that last one I just missed. You never know if we can miss that one. It ain't gonna be the end of the world because there are birdies to get out here. It's just how many are we actually gonna capitalize on, you know? There it is. That's the putt we need right there. On hole 3, par 5, 930 feet. And I know what y'all thinking. You just go with the Onyx right here. You got a nice right to left wind. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. There are plenty of holes for us to get the Onyx. It's, you know, fair tribute. But we got a nice little right to left wind. It's more tailish than head on. So what we're gonna do is just throw the Scorch, put it on some hyzer off to the right side. Now I know that it is a little bit more flippy. It should get some pop up and then hopefully get back left. And then honestly, maybe on our second shot, we might throw the Onyx. Oh, nice little turn out of it. Now it's coming back. Pretty decent pull, not the greatest. I would never say that I'm throwing far today because I'm still working on the kinks of the form. But I mean, that's still out there for not even giving it the full, you know, kabuya. Honestly, with me throwing not the farthest right now, or not even trying to throw the hardest, getting this Scorch out here, this is probably a good like 450, 460, or I'll say 440, 450 just to be on the safer side. Because I know this pole over here, getting close to it is 480, I think, 482 or something like that. Because I've been over here and I see somebody shoot back to the pad. So barely throwing this and I'm able to get this kind of distance. I'm kind of surprised there's not like a lot more people throwing the Scorch. This is also a main thing that I want to kind of highlight with doing this kind of series. Is like some of the people that are throwing the lighter, you know, nukes, lighter destroyers, lighter everything. Don't be afraid to be different. Throw, you know, something a little bit more flippier. Because honestly, the main reason I want to do this is because I want to start differentiating different molds and then showcasing different molds on, you know, you don't need to throw the main thing that a company has. You can easily take one of the other discs that are a little bit more flippier or even a little bit more stable and work with those however you want to. And then also just to get more diversity in the bag, because everything does get a little bit stagnant every now and again. So let's just see how this Onyx kind of flies with the forehand. Okay, why is the Onyx that understable? Somebody please tell me that. Yes, it is a right to left wind, but I was kind of expecting that to just kind of stay flat and then hook over at the end, but it did none of that. Now this is shocking because I just honestly threw it how I thought, you know, the flight numbers kind of would indicate you to throw it. A 10603 should not be flipping over when thrown flat in a right to left wind. But hey, I've always heard that flight numbers are lies, so let's just see. If this is straighter, I should be able to kind of throw it flat. I'm gonna be aiming for that gap down there, and hopefully we can just get this to land straight. Now it wants to be stable. Just please stop right there. Okay, cool. We're good with that. Hopefully we get up and down for our par. Alrighty, maybe I'm just being too harsh. Maybe I just turned my wrist over just a little bit too much on the Onyx. So it probably wasn't even the Onyx's fault. It was probably just me not throwing it the best. We're gonna give it one more chance on the next hole, but right now it's not in the good graces of me right now. Or we could just, oh, that tree helped out a lot. Thank you, tree. All right, we have a putt for our 5. I really need to get a lot better at those little touch backhands. I need to remember, I need to keep them not as high and don't come up whenever I'm throwing them. I just need to stay low, barely throw them, and they should go where I want them to go. Oh, just a little left side. Okay, on hole 4, par 3, 429 feet, I believe. 426 feet, 3 feet off, it don't matter. But we're gonna give the Onyx another shot. All right, that stayed on hyzer the entire way. Probably 100 in, probably a little bit shorter, but okay, this is what I would say. It's kind of hard to tell right now because we are throwing inside like some crazy wind. So for it to not flip up at all, it could be the wind, it could not be the wind, but I'm just gonna chuck it up to the disc of actually being overstable. Alrighty, I'm gonna pop this bad baby one time for the one time. We're gonna try to get it all the way there. We got a nice little left to right wind. So throwing this out flat and to the left, letting the disc kind of just glide over to the right, and I know it's gonna be overstable. So it should hopefully have a straight flight for most of it, and then probably towards the tail end, kind of hyzer off. Alright, that's a nice little layup. I really don't have the best jump putt skills, but I mean, we got up and down for our 3. Okay, on hole 5, par 3, 204 feet, going over water the entire way. And right here, I believe we're just gonna throw the Meteor. Hopefully we get it to the left. We're not gonna throw it very hard, so it should have just the tiniest bit of turn. And then it should probably hyzer out towards the end. But the main thing is just getting it through the gap that's leading right to the basket. Okay, please hyzer way left. Alrighty, hopefully it's gonna be gettable, but I believe we probably are out of bounds. Unless there's a piece of land that's way over there, but threw that way too high than what I was initially intending for it to go. So we were out of bounds, and one thing I'm not gonna do is go all the way across this lake and try and find out where I went out last. So what I'm gonna do is just take it from where I got it from. And honestly, we'll probably be taking a 4 anyways, but we're just gonna put it from right here where I got the disc. Oh, that was on line too. A nice little fun hole right here. We're going uphill the entire way, and I believe we're going, yeah, straight left to right, headwind. But an early thing about the Meteor, it kind of reminds me of another disc, which is the Eye from Storm Disc Golf, where I don't know what it is about the disc mode. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like crazy foreign in my hand. But the thing is, I just cannot get a good throw with it. So I don't know what it is. It's just been coming up super nose up. I'm gonna try to get this one as flat as I can, but I am gonna put some hyzer on it. I'm gonna try to throw a little bit lower, but if it comes out high, then y'all know my big issue with the Meteor is gonna be. It didn't do it that time. Oh my goodness. That honestly came out super low. For that 5.5 -3.1, I'm kind of surprised we didn't get more flip up out of it. That was kind of weird. Let's see, can we throw one in from a little bit far? Only the focus will know. Ah, way too right. Let's see if we just clean this up real quick. Not the best performance, but also these are all brand new discs. I didn't expect myself to come out here and shoot perfect, but I also didn't come out here to expect myself to shoot this bad. Oh gosh, you gotta get that up, Isaac. Hole 7, par 3, 272 feet. And y'all don't come out here to see any great disc golf, do y'all? Hopefully I don't. But I would say, if there's a chance that I do wanna like film like a really like competitive of me actually trying every single shot. I think the best video of me doing that, I'll probably have to get somebody to kind of, you know, record the entire thing and not constantly pausing it, because there's another thing, whenever I get somebody to record, I typically care too much about the video that I know other people can't record it the exact same way that I will. That's kind of the reason why I don't really have people recording me. But also I'd have to figure out some way to where I constantly get constant footage of me like progressing on like a whole 18 course, you know, vlog or something. Typically I don't play this bad, I would say that, but it's also not drastically better, you feel me? But it ain't this bad. Okay, so when thrown with some force, it does kind of hold over on off to the right, so that's good to know. But also it's not gonna dump crazy right, so that's also like, yeah, how come people don't throw the focus more? That's honestly kind of confusing for me. Now this is for our first birdie of the day on the 7th hole. Alrighty, on hole 8. This hole is not the hardest, but it is tricky to kind of access the basket. What we're gonna do is kind of give the Onyx another go at it. Gonna flick it off on some hyzer out to the left side, and honestly getting into the ground after we get it to where we want it to go. After that, I kind of don't really care how it goes, because this ground is kind of finicky, where you might get the straight skip, but then you also might kind of get the big right skips. Or we can just leave it way high. We at least still gonna have a putt right there, so it ain't the end of the world, but it definitely came out a little bit too high for our liking. This is to go back-to-back birdies. Nice open look, little climb uphill, but the wind ain't too big out here, so let's kind of take that to our advantage. Oh, kind of just dropped. Please stop. Alrighty, I did kind of aim a little bit higher on the basket, but I guess there's enough wind to where it kind of just dropped out of the sky. Don't know what else to say. Okay, on hole 9, par 3, they actually installed a long basket here, so that's gonna be the one we play to, and we're gonna go Meteor with our last shot of the video. And so where the white basket is, which you probably can't even see it, but it's down the hill pretty straight with the short pad, but the long basket is probably like 40, maybe 50 feet tucked in more left on the hill. Hopefully that's money, dude. Yeah, the only problem that we could have with that is if it rolled all the way down the hill, but ideally I think that might be the play. So yeah, we executed honestly to the best of our ability. I knew the basket was somewhere around here, but I honestly I couldn't tell how far uphill it was compared to the long pad, but we at least have a putt at it. Oh, we got one more shot, buddy. Alrighty, well that's gonna do it for the end of the video. These discs are not bad. I would not say any one of them are bad. It's just, nah, forget that. We're gonna be completely honest. This craft is honestly garbage. No, I'm just playing. So this is the breakdown on each and every disc. The Onyx, is it good? I think I gotta give it more throws, because it was just so inconsistent today, especially with it being like crazy windy. I would have to see what it flies like with no wind to kind of give my like big, you know, overall overview of it. So I'm not gonna say nothing too crazy about it, besides like it's a 10 speed. I don't really have this on my bag, so maybe this could go inside the bag, but there are a lot more discs I kind of want to try out over this that might be a little bit more overstable. And then honestly, my Firebird is a lot more overstable than this, so I'm gonna try to throw the Firebird than the Sonic. The next one is a Scorch, which is honestly the biggest surprising one out of today. It's crazy, because whenever I think of flipping, I think about like discs like this, where you could put it on some hyzer, no matter how much hyzer you get, it's gonna pop up to flat, or even if you put just a tiny bit of hyzer, it's gonna flip over and kind of hold it. And it does go pretty far. Like I said on hole 3, I did not put that much power into it, and then it just kind of just flew out there to about 440, 450. So easy distance right there. Like again, same thing with this Onyx. I gotta give this more throws to kind of give a good overview of it. Meteor is not going inside the bag. One is because that high release that I was talking about, it's just one of those discs that maybe it might be good for you if you want like that Meteor sole kind of slot in your bag, but just with me not really being able to release it the correct way, this honestly probably won't even go inside the bag, because I do carry the sole and I could have some pretty nice clean releases with the sole. And the Focus, which is probably the most surprising one out of all three of these discs, and I'm kind of surprised nobody really even talks about the Focus outside of the putting green. This is a great flyer, honestly. Kind of gives me that AVR or that KC Pro AVR type feel of just the flight, where it's not the most overstable thing, but it's also not like super understable. Just straight out of the box, I know I could probably get this thing to fly, you know, on some hyzer. It's just one of those discs where like if you put it on a certain angle, it's gonna stay on that angle. And yeah, I just don't see why people are not throwing the Focus as much, or maybe I'm just not seeing it. That could be also what it is as well. But honestly, I just seen AB just talk about the putting of it. So it doesn't have a crazy amount of glide, kind of like the KC Pro AVR, where it's not going to go super far. But if you are looking for just that nice little, like, not Bergess, but just something that you can power up and you know you can get some decent distance and you just need it to kind of fall down right there, I would say honestly grab a Focus and just see how it putts for you. It's not honestly it's not gonna be my go-to putter just because of the bead. I'm not really a big fan of the big bead. I like a small little bead, but that's it for the disc. If you want to see more stuff like this, if you want to see more of me testing out certain brands or certain discs, like I said, I'm starting off with Discraft because I've thrown quite a few of those molds. So I'm going to kind of put all the molds that I haven't thrown in the first few videos. And then once you start getting into the molds I have thrown, then I will kind of throw those back and see how that works out. But if there is any disc from Discraft that y'all want to see me throw, if y'all want to see me check out, or like a sleeper disc that y'all kind of want to see me throw, then y'all let me know in the comment section down below. But with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and share the video so we can get these views up. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.